This is problem number 3 on the practice problems for quest number 2. Find an equation for the line containing the points 0, 6, and 3, 2. So definitely we'll need to find the slope. Let's go ahead and start there. Slope is change in y over change in x. So I'll subtract the y's, 6 minus 2 over, and then just be really careful. Whatever order you subtract the y's in, you better subtract the x's in the same order. So the bottom, for me, has to be 0 minus 3. It's totally fine if you had the top reversed, if you did 2 minus 6 upstairs, but make sure you reverse the bottom as well, 3 minus 0. Either way, we'll end up with the same thing at the end. I have a 4 over negative 3. I'll just pull the negative in the front of the fraction, make it negative 4/3. So that's the slope. And then we're going to use our mx plus b version of the line. So in this case, we just found the m is that negative 4/3 plus, and we're supposed to fill in the b here. Now it turns out there's a gift given to us in this problem, but if we don't see it, or if we're not given it, I'm going to go ahead and go through the process assuming we weren't given a gift. So that plus b, how are we going to find it? Well, let's go ahead and pick a point up here, either one. I'll pick 3, 2, and just plug 3 and 2 into our equation. So how much is the y at that point? It's 2 equals negative 4/3 times how much is the x at that same point that's circled? It's 3. Plus, how much is b? I don't know, but using this equation, I'll be able to figure it out. So multiplying these two together, I'll just cancel the 3's and then rewrite. So we get 2 equals negative 4 plus b. Add the 4 to both sides, and we get 6 equals b, which means that finally our equation from here is now y equals negative 4/3 x plus, and then the b we just discovered is 6. So that's the answer to the problem. And let's talk about that gift that I mentioned. So in this case, if we had really been paying attention, we might have recognized that 0, 6 is special. The x-coordinate is 0, which means that 0, 6 is the y-intercept, which means that 6 is the value of b. And so it's not a surprise at all that 6 ended up being right there. So we actually could have skipped the stuff here in purple because we had the gift, but even if we don't see the gift, we can still answer the problem. And a lot of times we're not given the y-intercept, so we still do need to know how to do it the purple way.